I didn't plan on coming back this soon, but I feel like I need to make this video. It's just with all that is going on in Southern California, in LA, with all the wildfires, I felt like I needed to do this. So I'm coming back on. Please excuse the noise if you hear some hammering or things going on every so often. I just felt like I needed to do this video for you. Hi, sponsor. Like I mentioned before, all my videos are sponsored by you. At this moment, my videos aren't sponsored by a product or a company. They are simply sponsored by you. And I just want you to know that all you have to do is just like, subscribe, watch my videos. That is it. It's really simple and it's a small thing, but I greatly appreciate it and it means a lot to me. And I just wanted to say thank you. Hi, friends, and welcome back to the Inside Stylist podcast. As I mentioned earlier, I wasn't planning on being on here because there's some construction still going on above and it's really noisy. But I'm going to do this anyway because I feel like it's really important. As you know, there are a bunch of wildfires going down in California. They're big, they're dangerous, it's extremely devastating, and there's a ton of toxic smoke that is going to come from this. Now, someone dealing with chronic illnesses, this can have a really terrible effect on you. It could definitely make some symptoms surface. And I kind of want to talk about my experience with that. But before I go on, I just want to make it really clear I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to be giving any advice. But what I will do is I am planning to write a post on my website and I'm going to leave all the links to information that I used. I am going to leave links to products I used, and I will go more in detail on what I had done. I'm just going to share it there because I think it's a little bit easier so that information doesn't get misinterpreted if I don't explain it correctly or so. But I will leave all of that for you. Just check the description box below. There will be a link to a post that will have all that information and details for you. But what I wanted to do today was come on here and share my experience. I've had my fair share of experiences with wildfires and smoke. And someone who's dealing with chronic illness, I think it's really important that I share this with you so that you can prepare yourself, or hopefully I can help you navigate through your experience with wildfires and smoke, just to make it more peaceful, just to have some peace of mind and hopefully rectify it really quickly and help you to feel better and not blame your body or blame yourself for what you will go through. I'm not saying that everyone's going to go through this, but just in case you do, I feel it's important that you kind of hear my story. So, back in, I believe, in 2020, and I've had a lot of experiences with wildfires where I live and the smoke that comes through. And it comes through everything. It comes through your windows, it comes through your door cracks. It just comes through all of those areas. So you can't really get away from it, and don't stress about that. You just do your best, and you just have to be able to support your body and go through this. Now, the thing is that when I had dealt with it in 2020, The smoke was so bad because there was fires to the north, fires to the east of us, and fires to the south of us. And depending on where the wind was blowing, it kind of made the smoke stay. There was some days were good, some days were bad, and it was for a long time because the fires were different ones and they came up at different times. So it was a lot of things that were not in my control. It got so bad that one day it looked like the apocalypse was here. It was so bad that at about 11 or so in the morning, 10 or 11, it was so dark. It was dark, like it was almost towards the evening, and you had to put on lights in your room, your house, and to see, and it was just really dark. It wasn't dark as night, but it was extremely dark and everything was orange. It was really eerie and it was really scary. But that's how bad it got. And what I want to share about chronic illness is this kind of things will be triggers. It's not going to necessarily be your fault that your body's going to go through these things, but these are triggers and they can be factors that can add to your chronic symptoms or your chronic illnesses. Now, some symptoms will happen immediately where you have a headache or you feel nauseated or um, your immune system is compromised at some point and you have like sinus issues or eye issues, things like that. Some things will be immediate as far as symptoms. But then there are others that your symptoms will come a lot later. Like it will not be during the time you have the smoke. And the reason why I want to share this story is I don't want you to feel like my body is failing itself or I did something wrong and that's the reason why I'm sick. That is or what you are doing right now is causing you to be sick. It is not going to be something that you're happening like immediately. And one of the symptoms that I had was eczema. And eczema, according to Medical Medium, which is the source that I use, it doesn't happen immediately. When the pathogen or virus consumes heavy metals, it gives off a dermatoxin. And what that time period is from when the dermatoxin is released till it reaches your skin is about a 6-week like cycle. So it's not going to happen immediately. And the reason why I'm bringing this up because maybe you will start seeing some skin issues. Maybe you will start seeing some eczema. Maybe you are dealing with that and it's going to come like 6 weeks later. That is from all the toxins in the smoke, in these wildfires. There's things that are burning, metals, treated wood, there's, plastic, there's all paint, there's all sorts of things in this smoke that is toxic. And those things can contribute to your symptoms resurfacing, or maybe you'll get new ones. For myself, that's when I started to notice the effects of this smoke. And that's what I wanted to share is that some of your symptoms, even if you've been working so hard on your healing, and they surface after something like this, something out of your control in a toxic environment, it's going to come up later. But it's not going to be because of your diet. It's not going to be because of what you're doing. And it's not going to be because your body is failing you. It's not those things. And I don't want you to get stuck in a rut because it's easy for us who are dealing with chronic illnesses to blame ourselves, to blame like, oh, I'm not doing enough, or hey, I'm not doing something, or this diet isn't working, or this way of healing isn't working, or my body is just failing me. Your body is not failing you. It is working for you all the time. Another symptom that could happen from this is all the stress that happens during this time, all the worry, all the causes a lot of adrenaline to be released. And so you might start to notice that, hey, my hair starts to fall out. It takes the hair, according to Medical Medium, takes about, I want to say 8 to 10 months of whatever your current situation, your stress that you released your adrenaline from. It takes 8 to 10 months before your hair's health of your hair starts to show. So if your hair starts falling out all of a sudden, it's not because of your current events. It's not because of something you're doing like right at this moment. It is something of what happened 8 to 10 months prior to the current state. And that is why it's so important, I feel, to share my story, because that is exactly what happened to me. And I will share the video. Go look for that video because I did share it, that when I had a flare up resurface, had nothing to do with anything that I was doing. It had to do with that I was dealing with that fire and all the smoke. And that was about, I think, 6 weeks right after that I started to experience all those flare ups. So, to my dear friends with chronic illnesses that are living out there, anywhere near there, because you don't even have to be in the fire. This smoke is going to be blowing all around. If you notice 6 weeks from now, 10 months from now, that some things are surfacing, you're experiencing some symptoms, I just want you to know it is not your fault. Your body is not failing you. It is because, or possibly because, that these smoke from these fires are triggering and contributing to your symptoms. And again, my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone down there because it is extremely sad. I feel sad for all the animals. I feel sad for people's pets. I don't know why the pets and the animals really get to me, but I feel so hopeless for all of them. My heart goes out to all of them, to all the families out there that have lost so much. To just be in it, I just can't even imagine. It must be so scary. I just want to send out my thoughts and prayers to all of you, and I hope that you go and take care of your immune system, because your immune system is your number one thing that will help you through all of this. And like I mentioned in my other video, being proactive can help. I think it helps to ease the transition while your body is going to go through something. And you can go watch that video. I just don't really have any words. I'm so kind of taken back by everything that is going on. And it just really just hurts my heart. And I feel for everyone. But I'm hoping this will help the chronically ill get through all of this. Make sure you drink lots of water. Try to eat the best that you can. If you can't, it's okay. You got to eat what you got to eat. Try to just get some steamed potatoes. That's very grounding. It is antiviral. It can help with dealing with stress. Eat some dates. Helps with your adrenal glands. Drink lots of cucumber juice. During these kind of times, I make my meals really simple, and I just try to look for ways to flush out things. If you're in a bind, juice cucumbers. Eat lots of watermelons or any kind of melons. Those will hydrate you on a cellular level. This is all stuff that I've gotten from Medical Medium, by the way. So it's not me making this up, but that's some of the things as far as eating that I would do is, I would just take care of my immune system. I would eat lots of potatoes, drink lots of cucumber juice, and stay hydrated. Hope this helps, my friends. Many thoughts and prayers to all of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!